get down to the dirty of what we were doing today. I have a stack of horror and thriller books that I have gotten from previous subscription boxes. I used to be subscribed to Twisted Retreat. I actually just re-upped my subscription with them because I do like their boxes. So, but I have previous books from them that I do need to read. I also have the Evernight Illumicrate as well. I think that's it. I think those are the only two. But I do have horror and thrillers. And then I don't think I did my book of the month ones on there either. Which I don't have many of those. My book of the month went from 3 full shelves to like 1. It's weird. It's weird, but it's good because we need to dwindle this down. But I got a handy dandy jar of everything but the most recent Evernight. So, let's see what we're reading. I'm nervous. I don't know. Ooh, Ghost Tamer by Meredith Lyons. Let me go grab that. Ghost Tamer by Meredith Lyons. This one's actually fairly short. We're gonna see if we can get the audio for this. This one is Twisted Retreat. Can't tell you what month. It was like a year or two ago though. 305 pages. That's our new book. Okay, so I can get it on Hoopla, but my holds ran out for the night, so we're gonna have to wait till midnight to get that one, unfortunately. So let's see if we can get another audio. An Evil Premise by T. Marie Vandely. Alright, An Evil Premise by T. Marie Vandely. This one is, I believe, a Twisted Retreat. Yep, Twisted Retreat. See if we can find this one on audio. Got it! Alright, we're gonna go work on a diamond painting, and we're gonna listen to this book, and I will see you guys when I finish either of these books. Hello. Let's talk about An Evil Premise by T. Marie Vandely. This one does have some gore in it, so if you don't like that, don't. Evil Possession, it was fun. So we are following sisters. Jules gets a call saying that her sister is in the hospital because she got ran over by a car and is now in a coma. So she rushes to the hospital to check on Deidre, and they are not close. They're estranged pretty much. They don't really talk. So she decides to stay in her sister's apartment while she is there, which happens to be their old house where their mother went crazy and died. Well, her mother died of an appendix rupture, but some scenes that lead up suggest otherwise, and we don't find out what actually happened until later in the book. It was a ride. I don't want to give away too much because this one is just one that you need to read. Like, it's very unsettling in some of these, and while Jewel is at the apartment, she finds a book. Or her sister's supposed to be working on a new book. So she finds the draft, the manuscript, and she starts working on it, and weird shit starts happening. And so she thinks the manuscript is evil. It's, you know. And shit starts going down. And the ending I was not expecting. I really was not expecting that ending. But it had me in its hooks. It really, really did. I like an evil story that projects out into the world. What I loved the Malice House. It did that as well, where they're writing about these monsters and everything, and they come to life, and they're actually out there in it. I don't know. I like the concept, I guess. But this one, 4.5 stars. Not quite a 5-star, but 4.5. I really, really enjoyed this one. I'm so glad I got it. This one is Twisted Retreat. Yes, Twisted Retreat on this one. And I believe this one was last month or the month before. I can't remember. But perfect setting. I loved it. I don't know if I showed you guys, but I did finally finish my diamond painting, and I love it. It took me a hot minute to finish that. I don't know why. I just have not been in a diamond painting mood. Next up for tonight, well, actually, depending on how I'm feeling in a while, I might go lay down, because I've had a migraine for 2 days. But we do need to finish this one. We need to start it and finish it. I finally got the audio for it, so that is fantastic. So we need to do this. But I also need a second book for tonight, because I do work tonight. Shake it up, stir it up. A Long Time Dead by Samara Breger. This one, I believe, is a Twisted Retreat. Let's go grab it. A Long Time Dead by Samara Breger. This one is a Twisted Retreat one. Oh, this one's unplugged book box. I don't remember getting that, but unplugged. I don't know. This one, if y'all want to pause and read that without the glare, maybe. So we're gonna snag the audio for this one, and we are going to read both of these today, hopefully. And I will see you guys when I finish one. By the way, I love the edges on this. Hi friends, let's talk about Ghost Humor, because I would like to cry right now. It was a really good book. I really enjoyed it. There is some grief in here. There is a child death. There's a little bit of abuse, just a heads up. Spoilers for the child death and abuse. I don't know how to say it without really giving a lot of the story away, but we're following Rayleigh, and she has an accident. There's this train accident with her best friend. Her best friend did not make it. She was pulled out of the train, out of harm's way. No footprints, nothing. She makes it, but she's injured, of course. And then she wakes up one day and there's just a man staring at her in her bed, and she's like, what the fuck? And he's like, I've been with you since I can remember. We've always been together. A little creepy. A little fucking creepy. But we've had do some surgery, and then there's this bad ghost that's after both of them, and she goes south, very, very quickly. I'm not gonna tell you who the ghost is, but for those that are triggered by the child abuse or the child death and the abuse, it doesn't say, does it go into graphic? I don't think it did. It wasn't, to me it wasn't graphic, but the child was pushed off the balcony and died. There is, of the kid, like, that you get to actually, like, hear the story of what happened and stuff, and it was hard. It was sad. Like, this was a really, really sad story, and the ending made me want to cry. It was a happy cry, but a sad cry as well, but it did have a happily ever after, but I'm gonna go cry now. We do have another book to read. I don't even remember what it was. Long Time Dead. Is that the one that we're reading next? I think so. And I think I got that. Where did I get that? I got that from somewhere. I will figure that out, and I will see you guys later. Yeah. I don't know. Bye, guys. We need to talk about this book. I don't even know how far I am into it. It's a time. It's a very, very time. First of all, I thought the other person was a guy for a minute, and then all of a sudden it's not. She's a girl. It was... There's a couple spots that really just kind of throw me out of the story. Like, we're in the beginning, and then all of a sudden she's very deep in a sex session, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I mean, I read very smutty books, so that's... But when it's just kind of, like, thrown in there, and I'm just like, sometimes if it's just, like, randomly thrown in, it just completely throws me out, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then, so we're following Poppy. Poppy gets turned into a vampire. And I don't even remember how you pronounce the girl, the one that turned her into a vampire, I think? I'm guessing? I don't know. They're in isolation for a year, or 6 months, I believe, and then she's with her for, like, a year. Because she's considered a newborn vampire, Poppy is. So she wants to make sure that she doesn't go on a rampage and do a pull of Stephen. And then, like, I don't know. Like, I'm just not following what's going on, I guess. Like, I don't know what's going on. Because we're with them. And then all of a sudden they leave each other even though they love each other and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden we're with this other girl named Lily, I think is what it was. I don't even remember. Just, we're with a completely separate person who was taken by the other vampire that the other one disliked and decided was very bad. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how long I have left, and honestly, I really don't care to listen to the rest. If you like queer vampires, pick it up. But yeah, it's a ride. It's definitely not a book for me. I'm just gonna say that right now. Like, I don't know. But we're not gonna finish this. And I'm probably going to be unhauling it and putting it on Pango. So if you would like the Unplugged Book Box edition, check out my Pango. But we do I need an audiobook for tonight. To distract me from my... I've been having some... Last night I had, like, really bad sciatica pain, so we need a distraction. We're going to go with... What's this one? That one. This one. This one's fairly short. It's 169 pages. No? Wait, is this like a collection? Or... Let me just title page. Okay, so this one's got a few different stories in it. It's got, why don't we pick for another one? Because I don't know if I'm going to find an audiobook for that. So, one second. Suburban Monsters. This one is by Christopher Hawkins. This one is also very tiny. I also think this one's a couple short stories. I'm not sure. 219 pages. Should we pick for another one? Let me see if I can get these ones on audio first. Okay, so I'm not seeing an audiobook for this, so this might be a physical read later. But I did get the audiobook for this one on Audible, and it was free. So that is perfect. But since this one is so short, I am going to finish up before I'm done for the night. So let's pick another one. Legacy Witches by Cass K. How many pages is this one? I'm pretty sure this one has an audio. I guess we'll find out. This one is also... Pretty sure this one's a Twisted Retreat as well. That one's a short one too. I really do love the cover of this. It's pretty. And then that with the moon designs. Well, let's go see if we can find it on audio too. Well, so much for that one. That one is only for ebook, but there is two of them. There's another one called Forgotten Ghosts. That looks interesting, so I am actually excited to get to that, but we do have weekend reads, so let's see if we can get another one. Why is this so hard? Okay. 90% sure I can get the audio for this one. This one is the copy you guys can buy in the store. And then this one is the Evernight edition, which is so gorgeous. So I bought this, and this one literally showed up like that night. So hence why I have two copies, but they're both pretty. So we better like it. This one is also short, of course, because 286. Better be able to get the audio for this one. While we're here, let's see what I bought today. I did go into Barnes & Noble, and I did buy the copy of Holiday Ever After by Hannah Grace. I really did like the Icebreaker series, so. And then I picked up Echo Fort by the Twisted Sisters themselves. This one is book 2, and I think it was Never Keep is the first one, which is the new series. So, because I have to have it because. And then we went to Michael's, and I bought my Christmas diamond paintings. They're so Christmassy this year. Like, I want like blue and white, like snow, like not Christmas, right? But I thought the gnomes were cute, so we got the gnomes. And then I got the new stylus. This one is smaller than the other ones. Where is it? This one. This is the one that I bought in their kit. So this, like, it's smaller. So I'm kind of interested to see, like, if I like it better for my hand or not. And then this one is the little cottage. And this one's a tiny one. It's only 8 by 10. So it's a smaller one, which is nice to have like a little one to mix in with my big ones. So I'm not just completely doing a huge one. But that's my diamond painting haul, and I will see you guys once I get one of these. Listen to it. We did get the audio for this one. I had to get it on Libra, but that's fine. This will be a physical read for later. Then we have the audio for that one, and then of course physical read for this one. Yay! Yay! But that's fine. I will see you guys when I finish one of the books. Hello, friends. I finished, finally. I actually really enjoyed this a lot. So we are following Viana. I think that's how you pronounce it. And she ran away from her mother's house 10 years prior. And just because she didn't want to be in this world at all. She had a very traumatic upbringing, and so she took off. Well, her mother died, and she had to be there for her mother's funeral and everything, and get the mantle passed on. Unfortunately, she bound her mother to her grave, so the mantle was never fully formed yet. And she kind of gets herself into a little bit of a bind. We do make a new friend. There is a transgender witch in here. Her name is Dee, and she's fantastic, and I loved her. And we just kind of go on this journey of all of this horrible crap that goes wrong because Viana is back home. But there are ghosts. There's paranormal activity, there's witchy things, there's no wave my hand, poof, you're a frog. It's more of spells, incantations, potions, and stuff like that. There's also hoodoo in here as well. It's rounded out. And it was really good, and I am definitely picking up book 2. The only problem I had with this, I screwed it up. There was a spot where it repeated like 5 pages. That's the only issue I had with this book. But other than that, 5 stars. I loved it. And I will see you guys in a while. So I finished this. I don't think I'm going to keep this copy. I am going to keep this copy. I didn't love it as much as I wanted to. It was meh. Concept sounded great. It honestly sounded like just a school in hell is really all it sounded like to me. I just wasn't invested. I really wasn't listening to a lot of it as we're going through, so I am gonna keep this one because it's pretty. It's really pretty. So, but the other one, it's gonna get rid of because I don't need 2 copies of a book that I really did not like that much. And I don't think I ever gave you guys an update on Linghun. This one is about a girl who her brother dies. And then they go to this place where their ghosts linger or something. They're called lingerers. Lingers? Something like that. And you can interact with them and stuff, and then when people's houses die, or when people in the house die or something, it gets auctioned off. I don't know. Or no, when they move on, maybe. I don't really remember what in the hell was going on. But she also meets this boy. And we kind of go through, like, their lives, I guess. And then we meet this other person. I can't remember what her name is. But her husband died. And she was a mail order bride. Asian, I'm guessing, because Winky, I think is how they say their name. I can't remember, but there's an old grandma lady who Winky meets. I think her name is Lingham. Her name is Lingham. But her husband was cheating on her. And a whole bunch of other stuff. And it was... If you don't like death and mourning and children, do not read this book. It's not bad. It's more of what life would be like if their ghost stayed. And what happens when they depart. Pretty much, kind of. But it also kind of shows you the grief of what happens when they do stay, or the grief of what happens when you want them, when you want their ghosts to be there, but they don't come as well. I did enjoy it. I'd say probably about a 3-star. It was a weird take on ghosts. And it was interesting, and I actually was invested as I was listening to it. It's very short, but it was good. But again, grief. If you have grief, I probably wouldn't pick this one up unless it interests you. But yeah, it is about the dead. And I think that's gonna conclude this vlog because it's the end of the month and I'm not gonna get anything read. I did not get to Suburban Monsters, which is unfortunate, but that's okay because we have read quite a bit of books in this vlog, in this month period. But this one I am going to put to the side. We will read this maybe next year. I'm not sure when we're gonna get to this. Not sure, but it will be read at some point. What did we read? We read actually quite a bit. So we started off with An Evil Premise by T. Marie Vanderlee. I did enjoy this one a lot. I still think about this one, honestly. But I want to say this one and Legacy Witches and also Ghost Tamer. These are my favorites from this vlog. I had a lot of fun with all 3 of these. It was so much fun. Legacy Witches captivated me from the start. An Evil Premise, I love those stories. And then Ghost Tamer was interesting, and I actually really liked it a lot, surprisingly. We DNF'd A Long Time Dead. It was way off the charts for me. Not my personal, but maybe somebody else likes it. I don't know. I just could not get into the book. It was far-fetched, honestly, to me, and it was a little too far-fetched for me. And then these 2, which we just talked about, I really enjoyed this one. This one was just a meh for me, but it's beautiful, and I'm keeping it. We finished 5. We attempted 7. We finished, well, not finished, but we started 6. But ending with 5 full read books and not even a week. It's pretty damn good to me. But I had fun with this. There's definitely some new favorites in here. That's all I have. Honestly, I don't really have a lot more for you guys in this vlog. I had a great time. I think I did. I had a great time with this. If you have read any of these, let me know if any of these were your favorites. Just what are your thoughts if you read any of these? Or leave me something for Halloween, because it's Halloween. So, happy Halloween. I will see you guys next time, and have a good day.